Once a girl likes you, but you don't know.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I got a special one for you today. We're going to be setting up and installing the atomic fab coilovers on the boot scoot Yukon. It's a 99 GMC Yukon 4-wheel drive. It's a whole process. I'm going to kind of show you how to put them together, the coilovers, set them up, and go from there. So let's get started. Alright, so I did one off a camera, and that's kind of what we're shooting for. So we're going to be putting in the snap rings first, right here, these guys, and then these bushings, and let's get started. Alright, so first things first is I went and marked about every inch up the shaft here to kind of give me an idea of how it's going to be sitting once everything's together in the truck. Right, so we're going to go ahead and finish putting in these snap rings. So you have these bushings, right, kind of like a spherical bushing. That's going to go right into this pocket. Hopefully you can see that. Right into there, just like that. Right, so go ahead and get this guy in, just using some regular snap ring pliers here. Press it, pop it down in there. Alright, hopefully you can see that. Then I just got to get a flat blade screwdriver and seat it all the way down into the slot, like so. Make sure she's in there. Walk around with the screwdriver. Make sure she's seated in there, you know. Looks like it snapped in, so we're good. Same thing with the other side. Put that guy in. Just like so. Like that. Snap ring plier. Make sure she's in there. Got that one in there. Just like that. You see that? Can you see it? Okay. Now, when you assemble these, you got to make sure you have adequate anti-seize on the threads and on these guys. They are basically aluminum. If you don't put any kind of anti-seize on it, it's going to gall and it's going to destroy it. In return, your warranty is not going to be valid. It even says it specifically on the instructions right here. Anti-seize. You got to use anti-seize. This is the orientation of how we're going to install them. Hope you can see that prior to the recommended manufacturer's directions. So, and I'll walk you through that. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and make sure everything's set to 0. You don't want any kind of rebound or anything when you're putting these together, right? With that being said, you're gonna get yourself some anti-seize, and you're gonna smear. You're gonna just cake it on. Just put her on there. You want a good, healthy dose of anti-seize on all the threads. Just like so. Just like that. Hopefully y'all can see that. You want to just lube her up. Got a couple hairs from the brush on there, but we're good. Next thing, you want to put... See, this brush, man, I swear. Fucking brush. You're going to want to put some on the inside. That. That's going to go down. Screw it down. Raised edge goes facing up. Same thing. Put some in it. Threads. Like so. Want to make sure you get a good amount on it. Then you have your bearing. Make sure you put anti-seize on it. And that goes directly on top. Like so. Okay. Spring goes on. Like so. Sits down into the pocket of the adjuster. You're going to set it up something like this. Standing up. Top cap is going to go under and then sit. And then once you start tightening up, it'll relocate it. And, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this guy up. Something like that. And your bottom collar is going to go down. And you want it right about there. So now you gotta go ahead and clean all the anti-seize off. Alright, so since I showed you guys how to assemble the Viking coilovers, we're going to go ahead and get busy on this Yukon. I got driver's side completely done. There's a couple things that we're going to have to do. I'll walk you through it. It's very, very basic. Alright, I figure I would explain some of this to you here real quick. So you have your coilover like this, right? These coilovers, you can mount them anyway. Meaning you can mount them with the knobs down or on the top. It's not going to affect anything per se, doing it either way. But there is a couple things you got to know when you're getting ready to bolt these in. Number one, you have to use at least a grade 8 half-inch bolt when you're bolting these up. Since this is basically taking in weight of the truck, you want to make sure you have at least half-inch bolts because it's a lot of weight. Second of all, you have these bushings. It's like an insert. Hopefully you can see that. Right? These are gonna go in the spherical bushings like so. And I think it kind of just reinforces it because these are almost like are these steel? Maybe they're steel? Yeah, they are. So all it does is just kind of takes up some slack in there. So your bolt, half-inch grade 8, will just go right in. Right? Also, there is something else I want you guys to be aware of when putting these in is, depending on the application of your vehicle, you might have some kind of spacer. And that spacer, what it does is it takes up the slack or slop, or whatever you want to call, on both sides of the bushing, like so. Hopefully you can see that. Right? Something like that. Hopefully you can see it. I'll show it to you better here once I get everything up in the truck, kind of loosely install it, and then kind of show you here. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass because the camera's going to be in the way, and I just felt a raindrop, damn it. So jack is underneath the lower control arm to kind of help me line it up, because you're going to have to bring it up and down a lot in order to put the bolt in. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera half-ass situated here, if I can find a good spot to put it so it's out of the way. And make sure when you go get hardware, make sure you get yourself enough washers. Just splurge and get like $5 worth. They're cheap. Grade 8 is usually sold per pound. So in my case, I probably have less than $10, $12 in hardware. So, which is nothing doing this kind of job. Give you the best camera angle I can. The jack is kind of close, so that should be good. Hopefully you can see me. Oh, these damn flies, I swear. Still not cut, damn it. Oh, there I go, messing with the camera. Hope you can see that. Alright, let's try this again here. Finish the cut. Alright. Now I'm gonna work on the sides here. Hopefully you can see that. Probably go ahead and with this side right here if I can get the damn grinder in there. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. I'm gonna clean this up so it actually looks half-assed decent too, so I don't, yeah. You see that? Alright. Damn rust. I swear. Alright, so I got it this far. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a slice right here in the middle, and I'm just going to go along and kind of smooth it out, cut any big globs off or big pieces that I don't need. Same thing with this, I'm going to trim this up just a little bit more, and yeah, get this shit done. go. So we got a flat washer, and then we're gonna do lock washer, and then finally a nut for the top here. You do want to use locking or lock washers just to kind of, I mean, you're supposed to. It's suspension. It's fairly important. So this is what we're looking at, like here. All right. So I just don't know where the hell my other thicker spacer was. Otherwise, I would have just used that instead of all these damn washers. But still, it's nice to have some extra washers laying around for this kind of stuff. So. And then the bottom one, I set you here so out of the rain. But it's going to be the exact same thing. We're going to raise, or we're going to lower the control arm, kind of set everything up. Damn it. Also, you're gonna have to drill these holes out to 1/2 inch. I just forgot to do this one. There we go. All right, basically it. Now I just gotta tighten this down, set my right height, and that's literally it. Turned out damn good. I'm gonna be running these at about a 9 and 9, just for like the dampening and whatnot. So yeah, turned out damn good. If you like these kind of videos, video series I should say, on the boot scoot and Yukon, give me a like, comment, share the video, subscribe. I do have a TikTok and an Instagram, Barely Built Garage. Check me out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.